My fiancée said, "Your autistic brother can't come to the wedding. He'll ruin photos." I said, "No wedding then." Then I married someone else with him as my best man. Her seeing the photos on Facebook. Original post. I, 32 male, called off my wedding 3 months ago. Not postponed. Cancelled. Done. My fiancée, Rebecca, 29, thought she could make me choose between her and my brother Tommy, 27. She chose wrong. Tommy has autism. High functioning, but he struggles with social situations, loud noises, and changes to routine. He's also the most genuine, kind-hearted person I know. Been my best friend since the day he was born. When our parents died in a car accident 5 years ago, I became his legal guardian. We live together, and it works great. He has his job at the library, his routines, his model train collection. Life's good. Enter Rebecca. We met at a friend's barbecue 2 years ago. She seemed perfect, beautiful, successful real estate agent. Came from a good family. Her words, not mine. Tommy liked her, which was huge for me. Or so I thought he did. Looking back, he was just being polite because he knew I was happy. The wedding planning started 8 months ago. That's when Rebecca's true colors started bleeding through. First, it was little comments. Does Tommy really need to come to all the vendor meetings? Maybe Tommy would be more comfortable staying home during the rehearsal dinner. We should probably have someone watch Tommy during the ceremony, in case. I push back every time, but try to keep the peace. Then, 3 months ago, Rebecca sat me down for a serious talk. "Honey, I've been thinking about the wedding photos," she started, voice dripping with fake concern. Tommy's condition means he might not understand how to pose properly. He can make faces or have one of his moments. His moments, I asked, already feeling my blood pressure rising. When he gets overwhelmed and starts stimmying or making those noises. It'll ruin the aesthetic. These photos are forever, James. So what are you suggesting? She pulled out her phone. Show me a Pinterest board titled Solutions. I kid you not, this woman had a whole board dedicated to managing Tommy at our wedding. The suggestions included having him attend via video call, arranging a special quiet room where he could stay during the ceremony, hiring a handler to remove him if he became disruptive, shopping him into select photos afterward. I stared at her. You want to hide my brother? I want our day to be perfect. Is that so wrong? Rebecca, Tommy is my family. He's my best man. She laughed. Actually laughed. Best man? James, be realistic. He can't give a speech. He probably can't even hold the rings without dropping them. He's been practicing his speech for 2 months. Practicing? Oh, honey, nobody wants to hear him struggle through some awkward. Get out. What? Get out of my house. We're done. She thought I was bluffing. You're really going to throw away our relationship over this? I'm throwing away a relationship with someone who thinks my brother is an embarrassment. Pack your stuff and leave. The wedding is in 6 weeks. The deposits. My dress. What will people think? I don't care. She left that night, but not before calling me every name in the book and telling me I'd regret this. Spoiler alert, I didn't. Update 1 week later. The aftermath was exactly as dramatic as you'd expect. Rebecca went nuclear on social media immediately. Her Facebook post the next morning. After 2 years together, James has chosen his brother over his future wife. I tried so hard to be understanding about his situation, but apparently asking for one day to be about us as a couple was too much. I'm heartbroken, but I know I deserve someone who puts me first. The comments were a mix of her friends calling me trash and my friends asking what situation she was referring to. When someone asked directly if she meant Tommy's autism, she replied, "I'm not allowed to talk about it. James is very sensitive about his brother's issues." Issues. She called my brother's autism issues like it was some dirty secret. My mom's best friend, Linda, basically my aunt at this point, called me after seeing the post. "James, honey, what's this about you choosing Tommy over Rebecca?" I explained everything. The complete silence on the other end told me everything. Finally, that witch. "Oh, honey, you did the right thing. Tommy's worth 1,000 Rebeccas." But the real entertainment started when Rebecca realized I was serious about the cancellation. Her mom, Patricia, called me. This woman is peak entitled boomer Karen energy. James, what is this nonsense about canceling the wedding? Rebecca and I are no longer together, Patricia. Over a misunderstanding about photos? Don't be ridiculous. It's not about photos. It's about Rebecca wanting to hide my brother because she thinks he's embarrassing. Well, can you blame her? It's her wedding day. Every girl dreams of perfect photos. Then she can have them with someone else. You're being completely unreasonable. Do you know how much we've spent? The country club, the flowers, the catering for 200 people. That sounds like a Rebecca problem, not a James problem. I'll sue you for the deposits. Go ahead. I have texts where Rebecca calls my brother, and I quote, a retard who ruins everything. I'm sure that'll look great in court. She hung up on me. Oh yeah, Rebecca had sent some truly nasty texts after I kicked her out. My favorite. Asterisk, your retard brother will keep you single forever. No normal woman wants to deal with that burden. Asterisk, I screenshot everything. Just in case. Update 2, 1 month later. Rebecca's entitlement escalated when she realized I'd blocked her on everything. She started using her friends' phones to text me. You're really going to let $50,000 in deposits just disappear? My dress was $8,000. You need to reimburse me. This is financial abuse. I responded once. You ended this relationship when you call my brother a burden. Stop contacting me. Then came the flying monkeys. Her whole friend group started harassing me on social media. Rachel, her maid of honor, actually showed up at my work. You need to talk to Rebecca. No, I don't. She's devastated. She's had to move back in with her parents. Okay. She quit her job because everyone at the office knows what happened. She posted about it on Facebook. That's on her. You humiliated her. She humiliated herself when she tried to ban my disabled brother from my wedding. It's not about him being disabled. It's about the photos. Yeah, that's worse. Please leave before I call security. But here's where it gets good. While all this drama was happening, I was actually having a great time. Tommy and I had started going to this board game cafe every Friday. It's quiet, structured, and they have a whole section for people who need sensory-friendly environments. That's where I met Anna, 28. Anna was there with her teenage nephew, who's also on the spectrum. We ended up playing Ticket to Ride together. Tommy loves trains, obviously. She was patient, kind, and when Tommy got excited and started info dumping about actual train routes, she listened with genuine interest. We started meeting up regularly. First just at the cafe, then coffee, then dinner. Tommy loved her immediately. The first time she came to our apartment, she noticed his model trains and asked educated questions about gauges and scales. Tommy looked at me and said, James, she's nice. Keep this one. Even Tommy knew Rebecca was trash, apparently. Update 3, 2 months later. So Anna and I were officially dating, and life was good. Tommy was thriving, even started joining us for movie nights. We always pick movies he likes, and Anna never complained about watching the same documentary about trains 3 times. Then Rebecca found out. Apparently, someone from the board game cafe knew her and mentioned seeing me there with some woman. Rebecca lost her mind. She sent an email to my work address. Already replacing me? It's been 2 months. Was she waiting in the wings? Were you cheating? UOWing me an explanation. I didn't respond. She escalated. She started showing up places she knew I'd be. The gym, the grocery store, even Tommy's library. The library thing was the final straw. Tommy called me, anxious and upset because the mean lady was there. I filed for a restraining order. Had all the texts, emails, documentation of her harassment. The judge granted a temporary order immediately. At the hearing for the permanent order, Rebecca showed up with her parents. Her dad, Richard, tried to approach me before the hearing. James, be reasonable. Just talk to her. Let her have closure. Your daughter called my autistic brother a retard. There's nothing to discuss. She was stressed about the wedding, and she showed her true character. The hearing was beautiful. Rebecca tried to claim I was the one harassing her by flaunting my new relationship. The judge wasn't buying it. Judge, Ms. Peterson, did you send these texts calling Mr. Thompson's brother these derogatory terms? Rebecca, I was emotional. He canceled our wedding. Judge, that's a yes then. And did you appear at his brother's workplace? Rebecca, it's a public library. Judge, ma'am, you don't live in that district. You drove 30 minutes to a library where his brother works. Restraining order granted. 1 year, no contact. Rebecca actually screamed, "This isn't fair," in court. Her mom yelled, "He owes us for the wedding costs." The judge, "That's a civil matter, ma'am. But given these texts about his disabled brother, I wouldn't recommend pursuing it." Update 4, 3 months later, yesterday. Fast forward to now. Anna and I have been together 6 months. It's been amazing. She moved in last month. We took it slow because of Tommy, making sure he was comfortable. She's taught Tommy how to cook his favorite meals when I'm working late. They have their own Thursday night tradition of building Lego sets together. 2 weeks ago, I proposed. Nothing fancy, just the three of us at the train museum Tommy loves. I asked Tommy first if it was okay, and he said, "Anna makes you smile like Mom used to. She should stay." Anna said yes. We decided on a small courthouse wedding with a reception at the board game cafe. Tommy's my best man, obviously. We got married yesterday. It was perfect. Tommy held the rings, didn't drop them. Rebecca gave a beautiful speech about how Anna makes me happy and always remembers he doesn't like pickles on his sandwiches. There wasn't a dry eye in the place. Anna's family adores Tommy. Her mom taught him to knit last week. Her dad takes him to train shows. It's the family I always wanted for both of us. I posted a few photos on Facebook last night. Simple caption, "Married my best friend today, with my brother as my best man." Perfect day. Within an hour, my phone was blowing up. Rebecca had seen the photos. Apparently, the restraining order expires in a month, and she thought it was a good time to reach out through a mutual friend's account. The message, "You got married? After everything you put me through about not wanting marriage. You said the wedding industry was a scam. You said big weddings were stupid, but you marry her after 6 months? And Tommy's your best man. You're rubbing this in my face on purpose. You're a narcissistic abuser who traumatized me, and now you're trying to hurt me more." I didn't respond, but I did report the contact to the police as a violation of the restraining order through a third party. But the best part? Patricia, Rebecca's mom, commented on one of my cousin's shares of the wedding photos. "Must be nice to afford a wedding when you stole $50,000 from my daughter." My cousin responded, "Asterisk, he didn't steal anything. Your daughter tried to ban his autistic brother from the wedding. Maybe raise a better human next time." Patricia, asterisk, "You don't understand the stress she was under. Planning a wedding is hard." Linda, mom's friend, jumped in, asterisk, "I planned 3 weddings and never once thought about banning family members for being disabled." The thread got messy. Rebecca's friends started attacking everyone, calling them ableist for not understanding Rebecca's anxiety about having Tommy at the wedding. Yes, they really tried to make Rebecca the victim of ableism. Someone leaked the screenshots of Rebecca calling Tommy the R-word. The comments stopped pretty quickly after that. Final update today. Woke up this morning to 17 missed calls from an unknown number. Didn't answer. Then got an email to my work address from Rebecca's dad. "James, what you've done to my daughter is cruel. She's been in therapy for months because of your emotional abuse. Marrying someone else so quickly and posting it publicly knowing she would see it is intentional infliction of emotional distress. We will be pursuing legal action." I forwarded it to my lawyer. "Yeah, I have one now. Thanks, Rebecca." He laughed. Actually laughed out loud on the phone. "They want to claim emotional distress when she called your disabled brother a retard? Please, let them try. But here's the thing that really shows their entitlement. Rebecca created a GoFundMe. I'm not kidding. Help me rebuild after narcissistic abuse. She's trying to raise $50,000. Notice the amount? Claiming she was financially and emotionally devastated by a manipulative ex who left her with wedding debt and trauma. The description is a masterpiece of delusion. She claims, "I love-bombed her into agreeing to marriage. I isolated her from friends and family. I used my brother's condition to manipulate her. I deliberately found a new girlfriend to hurt her. I'm parading my new marriage to cause her pain." Current donations, $127, all from her mom and her mom's book club. The comments are brutal. Isn't this the girl who tried to ban her fiancé's autistic brother from the wedding? Girl, you call the disabled person the R word. Sit down. Maybe don't be ableist next time. She's responding to every negative comment with paragraphs about how nobody understands her trauma and how she's being victimized all over again. Anna saw the GoFundMe and just shook her head. Is she for real? Tommy, bless him, had the best response. Rebecca was mean. Anna is nice. James made the right choice. Can we have pizza for dinner? Yeah, buddy, we can have pizza. As I'm writing this, Rebecca's mom is now threatening to sue me for defamation because the screenshots of Rebecca's texts are out of context and private communications shared without consent. My lawyer's response: truth is an absolute defense against defamation. Also, she sent those texts to your client. He can share them as he wishes. The entitlement is astronomical. She tried to ban my brother from my wedding, called him slurs, harassed me for months, violated a restraining order, is trying to crowdfund her victim complex. And somehow, I'm the bad guy for getting married to someone who loves my brother and me exactly as we are. The best part of all this? Tommy's speech at the wedding. He practiced for weeks with Anna. He stood up there, looked right at me, and said, James is my brother and my best friend. When mom and dad went to heaven, James took care of me. Some people don't understand me, but James does. Anna does too. She never gets mad when I talk about trains too much. She makes James laugh. She makes me feel safe. Rebecca made James sad. Rebecca was mean to me. Anna is kind. I'm happy James picked Anna. Welcome to our family, Anna. Please don't change the Wi-Fi password without telling me first. Everyone laughed at that last part. I may have forgotten to tell him the new password once, and it threw off his whole routine. But the rest? It was perfect. It was Tommy. No pretense, no filters, just pure honesty. Rebecca wanted perfect wedding photos with everyone looking normal and matching her aesthetic. Instead, I got photos of Tommy happy stimming during the ceremony, and his nephew joining him, my cousin's kid having a meltdown that Anna helped manage, and real, genuine joy. My favorite photo? Tommy and Anna high-fiving after I kissed the bride. His face is scrunched up in the biggest smile, and you can see he's mid-hop. Rebecca would have hated it. It's now our Christmas card. Life's good. Tommy's happy. Anna's amazing. And Rebecca? Still posting daily about her trauma and healing journey while trying to squeeze money out of strangers on the internet. Oh, and Patricia left another comment on someone's share of my wedding photos. That tacky courthouse wedding proves he never really loved my daughter. She deserved so much better. Lady, your daughter thought my autistic brother would ruin photos. The only thing he ruined was her ability to hide her ableism. Tommy just asked if we can go to the train museum this weekend with Anna. You know what? We can, and we'll take as many imperfect photos as we want. Edit. Since someone asked, yes, the restraining order violation has been reported. Rebecca using third parties to contact me is a violation. Court date pending. Edit 2. To everyone asking how Anna and I got married so fast. When you know, you know. Also, we're adults who can make our own decisions. Plus, Tommy approved, and his opinion matters more than anyone else's. Edit 3. The GoFundMe got taken down for violating their terms of service. Apparently, fundraising for wedding revenge isn't allowed. Rebecca is now claiming this is censorship and further abuse.